What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Thursday, January 26th, 2023. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Truly appreciate you all very much. Hope everybody's doing outstanding and happy Venus in Pisces. This is outstanding. I'm pumped on this. Kind of like I brought this chart to the moment of the Ingress. 6:32 p.m. on the West Coast, 9:32 p.m. on the East Coast. We're kind of on the cusp, of course, with Venus at 29 for, majority of the day here, but definitely by the time the evening comes, wow. So there's a little bit of edge when it comes to our value. We are talking about the North Node dispositor here in Taurus, radicalizing our relationships, liberation that can be feeling like it needs to come out, or like we need to be able to build in those areas, commit to people. What's really valuable within the people in our lives can definitely kind of, come up, and what those relationships look like. But Venus in Pisces, wow. Talk about like, you know, maybe it could have felt like the book we've been coloring in has just been black and white, and all of a sudden just gets splashed with color. It's magical. Venus is exalted here. It makes Venus a very strong planet, +6. So today it's keeping up with Saturn. So very nice to have this North Node dispositor here come into its exaltation, and it doesn't have to deal with Jupiter there, which isn't a bad thing. We had that last year. It's just Neptune, and it's going to make great aspects to the nodes. Really, it's only going to, square Mars, which is the only, owie aspect here that we're going to experience. So this next month is like definitely positive with all planets direct, and with Pluto and Saturn just a couple days from coming out of shadow. This Pisces Venus is definitely showing us all the imagination is at our fingertips, all the good feelings, all the things we want, all the things that bring, happiness and abundance, and, really a lot of passionate energy too. It's good to dream, it's good to imagine, and we have to, start to initiate too, to bring these things to life with the North Node in Taurus. It's safe to dream. What are your dreams? What do you want? What is the magic, storybook? These are things as we come into the tonight. It's like, what is your fairy tale life? Do you believe it's true within yourself, or do you still tell yourself and limit yourself in some contemplation of if it's possible? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know, but this is definitely a positive time to start reaching further and wider with what we value, the relationships in it, how to create this, substance in our life, and, to also love ourselves, because Venus, in Taurus energy is very much relationship to self. So I think it does come, really focused here onto, gosh, the way we unconditionally love ourselves, the way we let go of things, the way we surrender to the beautiful life that we can have, the better it's going to be. But we, to do that, we have to, with the sun starting to square these nodes, we have to make choices. We have to be able to illuminate how to disconnect and to detach from certain situations in our life, so that we can connect fully to not only feeling the abundance within ourselves, but how to do the necessary to create that, and how to innovate in that place within our lives. So definitely a big day of like getting back to the self, dreaming, but really just, you got to love yourself today. I mean, love yourself every day, but today's like, put it out to the universe, come tonight before you go to bed or whatever, that like, I unconditionally love myself, and I release all the guilt, I release all the stress, all the things in life that feel like they're oppressing, and, some kind of a wound. Like, we need to accept things for as they were, and, see that everything's beautiful and has its connected reason for why. And I think that's a powerful way to come into this energy, because it is straight, magic. And it's beautiful that we get Venus in this sign. I mean, last time we had Venus in a sign it wanted to be in was in Libra, and it was, squaring Pluto, and it was with Mercury, and, it wasn't, necessarily making terrible aspects, but it was also with the sun and catching up there, so it was combust. So getting ready for a retrograde. So yeah, it's big deal. I'm excited. I think that, feel good about where things are going, no matter where they're at, because it's right there for, the taking, to make the change and to find the liberation, to create magic in your life and to be that magician. And the moon in Aries is going to be with Chiron. So again, we could definitely, get too edged out in our life and feel less than, or feel like we don't have the strength, or that we can't assert ourselves, you know, put ourselves last. Like, you need to put yourself first and the love that you have for yourself, and everything's going to work itself out from there. But, it's good to focus on yourself right now and your relationship to God and the universe. Very important. And how that's going to bring connection in. And that moon in Aries is definitely trying to, blaze a trail here. So where are we blazing that trail? Is it a blaze to liberation or not? And the moon isn't going to square Saturn today. That'll be tomorrow. And it's not making any, huge aspects other than that conjunction with Chiron. And we are seeing Mercury square Chiron. So we will see moon square Mercury earlier in the day, actually. But, this comes back to our our self-dialogue, and being able to commit to strong plans of, feeling accomplished no matter what. No matter what. And to feel on your throne, in your power. That's the trick today, because the self-dialogue that we have, is that vibration is potent. So what vibration do you want to give off to the universe? What do you want to show the universe that you're ready to feel and to have and to make happen and to create? And it could be things that you've already been doing that have been working, and it could be new things that are right around the corner. And very, very potent. And of course, we're still in Jupiter sextile the sun, so there's just so much that can be amplified and, beautifully connected in our lives. But it does involve like independence and starting things and making sure that we're not just following the leader, but that we're looking at our life from our subjective point of view and being that I am presence to. I am our way to the magic. So big day. Stoked to have Venus here. We're going to start to see some pretty cool things take place personally in our lives. So pretty cool. But it's the end of the zodiac too. So it's like sometimes the only way to find peace is to surrender and let things go. And that's actually a beautiful, beautiful place to be in. So that could be an amplified, energy that we feel today as well. What cards do I want to use? That's a good question. Venus in Pisces. Venus in Pisces is a Botticelli day. The Botticelli. Also, I'm going to pull a card and roll some dice. Why not? Let's see what we get. I hope we pull... What card is it? It's the World card. It's the birth of Venus from the Botticelli painting in this deck. That'd be pretty epic, because that is so Venus in Pisces, and Venus coming out of the clam in the ocean. That'd be pretty good. That'd be epic. If we pull that card, I might lose it, but we'll see. No, we got the Seven of Cups again. Today when I'm seeing this card and feeling this energy, it's like at this point, every one of those dreams to bring positive emotion is within grasp. And I think it's good to stretch far and wide for what it is you want. Not in a confused way, but you know what? It's okay to dream big. And I think it's important to dream big right now. And every single one of those things in your dreams can be obtainable if you're ready to liberate from the things that are holding you back from that, and from what emotional attachments are holding you back from that at the same time. And the Three of Swords. It's a heartbreak card, right? This card definitely feels to me like don't drag dead weight around with other people. If you're not getting that fairy tale kind of energy, why are you staying in things that are not passionate? Why are you staying in things that don't, are not full of love? That when you do think about it, it's like, wow, this is breaking my heart. I don't even want to do this. It's almost like we're getting too mental about things when we just need to trust our emotion because it's trying to give us, everything we could possibly want. And the Seven of Pentacles. So the work you put in will pay off. So what do you want? It could be a bunch of different things. It could be one thing, but you got to connect to that frequency, and you have to put the work in within yourself and within your day-to-day to get to that. And the Astro dice, we got Mars in Scorpio in the 4th house. Dang. Really important to hone in and find our passion, find the things we want to commit to, and trust our emotions, I think, and act intuitively, because it's almost like the mental's just trying to trick us, say we can't, give us self-doubt, make us talk bad about, ourselves in a way that is not, humble, but in a way that's actually bringing us, into a pit of despair. So it's like we get to choose, do we want to live in a pit of despair? Do we want to live in and dig ourselves into some deep, dark place? Or do we want to, find the courage and the passionate strength, trust our intuition, know that it has all these different options for us, and it just takes the action of grabbing one and then grabbing another and then grabbing another. Beautiful time to create. Beautiful time to go grab things. So hope you feel that today, and whatever shows up in your life, grab the things you feel intuitively called to. And, I think be fearless too for those things. Really, there's a lot of, I've been saying it a lot, but there's so much liberation, and it can feel like rebellion from things that are of a pit in our lives, but it's taking us higher. So it's definitely time to reach high, reach far. Wishing you all the best. Love you all very much. Have a beautiful day. See you tomorrow. Much love. Peace.